Yo, let's talk about supporting good people doing good things. What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today we're going to be talking about supporting good people doing good things. This one's going to be kind of like a boxing session video because I am going to unbox this little package, but I'm also going to be talking about why I choose to support certain brands. Now, when I'm talking about supporting certain brands, I'm talking about whenever I hear of somebody's mission statement that I actually believe in, that's what I buy into. The brands that you see me wear here on camera or out in public. I don't get this stuff for free. I actually pay for this stuff because I support these brands. I support the people that run the brand, I support the owners of the brand, and I support what the brand stands for. You guys see me wearing Born and Raised all the time. I've been rocking with Born and Raised for a very long time because I believe in what Spanto was creating. I believed in his mission statement, I believed in what he was building, and I 1000% respected what he was doing for Los Angeles. He gave a voice to the hopeless. He gave a voice for the underdog, and he did it his way. This is the same reason why I rock with Hawaii's Finest, because I believe in the messaging, I believe in the mission statement, and I really respect the hustle. So when you guys hear me jump on here and talk about tell your brand story, tell your story, use your social media to get your message out there, I say all that because there's somebody like me on the other side of the screen watching what you're doing, getting a better understanding on what you're building, and it gives me a better chance to understand what you are trying to do. So since I'm a consumer of that type of content, that's why I always push people to tell your brand story. Now, with that being said, this package right here comes from a very, very good dude named Chris Punsalan. Content creator, music producer, podcast host, caregiver. This dude is dope. Now, I first came across Chris because he has a podcast with his cousins called Family Mart Podcast. I found them through these little clips that they were putting up on TikTok. I knew nothing about them from the beginning, but I related to their content because it reminded me of me and my cousins sitting around shooting the shit, clowning on each other. Now, after checking out the clips, I checked out the full podcast that they were putting up, and they've been at it for years already. I was new to their content, but they've been at it for a long time. The more I watched, the more I understood that these dudes did different things. And you know how the algorithm works. The more I'm watching them, the more a lot of their other content starts to fall into my feed. Then I started seeing a lot of clips of that dude Chris making music, and he's producing beats, and he's doing all this other stuff. And maybe I'm just an old head, or I'm not privy to the cool shit that's going on now, but he was making beats classified as lo-fi. I'm guessing that's what it's called. But the shit was dope to me. Then I started putting it together like, yo, that's the dude from the Family Mart Pod. He's on this other channel making beats. So I started following him on Instagram. Once I did that, that's when I found out he was a caregiver. And I'm talking like a full-time caregiver to his grandmother. And once again, I was relating to this dude because I was never a caregiver to my grandfather. But when I was younger, I used to take him to his doctor appointments and stuff like that. And that's just the bare minimum of what Chris was doing with his grandmother. I'm talking about like full-time caregiver, very, very hands-on. That's when I was like, yo, this dude is dope, man. On his social media platform or Instagram, that's where I used to watch a lot of his stuff, or TikTok, he would always show what the day-to-day was like caring for his grandmother, and his grandmother was a very big part of his videos. It gave me an inside look of what that life is really like. So a little while ago, he started this thing called Chooseday, and it has something to do with how him and his grandmother used to talk to each other and stuff like that. But I thought it was dope what he was doing. So he released these pins, like the little enamel pins. And as of recently, his grandmother passed away, so he released this last set of pins. So I had to support, and I had to pick some up. So that's what's in this package right here. I'm gonna turn the camera down. We're gonna cut this thing open and check them out for yourself. So let's get into it. All right, got my little slice tool right here. Let's cut this thing open. Packing slip packaged up. Here's the two little pins. So he made these pins to look like his grandmother. If you watch his videos, you know she rocks the beanie. So that's dope as hell. And this is the other one that he just dropped. This one right here says, "In loving memory of grandma." And I did want to see this because I seen it on his social media. I want to say there's something on the back side of the pin. There's an extra little backing right there just in case you lose this backing, which is dope. Pop this out here. Yeah, so on the backing of this pin, I'm gonna try to zoom in on it for you guys. It says, "In loving memory of grandma, 1926 to 2024. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see that. Try to get it in there as best as possible. But it is embossed in the back of this enamel pin, which is cool, man. Here's the packaging again. The light's probably blowing it out, but this is dope. Adding the extra little backing is a cool touch too. I don't know if this one says anything. This one was one he dropped, and I thought it was cool because if you watch his content, you'll see that she's always rocking a beanie, which is cool as hell, man. And on the bottom it says Beanie Grandma. Really dope stuff, man. So shout out to the homie Chris. Shout out to his grandmother. Rest in peace. These things to me are cool. Little pins and stuff are dope. I seen how many packages he was boxing up and shipping out and stuff like that. So I respect the hustle, respect the grind. He had the whole family out there helping him out. I think that kind of stuff is cool when everybody comes together for the bigger plan and bigger picture. So shout out to the homie Chris. Rest in peace to your grandmother. Thank you for the pins and stuff like that. And thank you for doing this kind of stuff and sharing your grandmother with the world. And also thanks for sharing your story. So check them out at Chooseday.com. All right, there you have it, man. Shout out to the homie Chris. Rest in peace to your grandmother. Please keep creating dope content. Please keep putting on for the brown guys like myself. And please keep pushing the positive vibes, man, because it makes people like myself want to be a better person like you. And shout out to the rest of the homies over at the Family Mart Pod, Mers, Jay, Germ. Hopefully one day I could get you guys on my pod. I know you guys are out in Vegas. Whenever you're out here in LA, we got to try to link up. And the homie Jay also runs his own brand called Juliet. So it'd be dope to get him on so he could talk about his journey within this industry also. So shout out to you guys. I'm going to leave all the socials and stuff like that in the description box for you guys so you guys could check out Chris, you could check out their pod, and check out everything those dudes over there are building towards. If you got any questions or brands or companies you want me to take a look at, link them down below in the comments. Like I said, I would love to read up on other people's mission statements, see what other people are doing, see what other people are about, because I love supporting good people doing good things. Follow me on Instagram if you wanted to, Big Brando TV. Catch you on the next one, man. Yeah.